Hey, it's Kashmir. Prostitution has been described as one of the oldest professions in the world. So let's take a look at prostitution through the ages. In ancient Greece, prostitutes were both women and young boys. The Greek word for prostitute is porn, which means to sell. Prostitutes in ancient Greece were very independent and sometimes very influential women. They were required to wear different clothing and pay taxes. Some of these women were as well known for their services as their beauty and received very large sums of money. Prostitution in ancient Rome shares a lot of qualities with the Greek system that we just discussed. As Rome grew, prostitutes were sold, captured, and raised on prostitution farms. A lot of the abandoned children in Rome were raised as prostitutes as well. Enslavement into prostitution was sometimes used for legal punishment if you committed a crime. Naked men and women were put on display for inspection for private sale. In the Middle Ages, all sexual acts outside of marriage were considered sinful in the eyes of the Catholic Church. But prostitution was tolerated because they believed it prevented things like rape, sodomy, and masturbation. After the decline of organized prostitution, many governments decided that prostitution would only be legal outside the city walls. In France and Germany, they set aside designated streets where prostitution would be legal. At the end of the 15th century, prostitution became less appealing. An outbreak of syphilis certainly didn't help that. Some southern German towns even closed down their brothels in an attempt to eradicate the problem. It's at this time that prostitutes were required to wear veils, signs, or keep their hair short so that everyone would know that they were prostitutes. From our research, the only thing we really know about prostitution in the 18th century is that prostitutes began using condoms either made from cat guts or cow bowels. Nice. Legalization of prostitution in the 19th century created a huge uproar. France and the United Kingdom passed the Contagious Disease Act, which mandated that prostitutes get regular pelvic exams. During this time, feminists fought to have these laws removed. They believed that prostitution should either be illegal or not government regulated, because it was forcing women to undergo degrading medical examinations. Prostitution was legal in the United States until 1915. This is when the Women's Christian Union fought to make alcohol, prostitution, and drugs illegal. Nowadays, you'll find that people are traveling for sex since it's illegal in our country. Studies show that 3 out of 4 men between the ages of 25 and 40 that travel to countries like Asia or Africa are paying for sex. In a feature video, we're going to go over some laws and regulations of prostitution in our country and other countries. Alright, well that's all we have for now, so hopefully you enjoyed it today. Don't forget to rate this video, leave me some comments, and subscribe. Hey, it's Kashmir. Nope, none with the highs. Alright, well in a future video, we are going to go over some of the laws and regulations of prostitution. So I hope you enjoyed it today. Don't forget to, nope, don't even.
Hey everybody, it's Lacey, and I'm really excited because this weekend I finally got my certification as a crisis counselor under California state law. Yay! So to celebrate, I thought this weekend I would make a video about date rape. Now I know what you're thinking, this is totally morbid, and maybe it is a little bit, but I think it's important for me to occasionally seize opportunities to help yourself stay safe. It's easy for us to think that date rape is a problem that exists outside and away from ourselves, but the fact of the matter is that an estimated 1 in 4 young women will become a victim of date rape. This means that it's a problem that applies to males and females. It could be you, it could be your sister, your mother, your girlfriend, your friend. Sexualized violence affects all of us. However, education is a great key to help us prevent. Now, with that said, I want to make it very, very clear that victims of date rape are in no way, shape, or form responsible for the crimes that have been committed against them. So in this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of the 3 main date rape drugs, some preventative strategies to keep yourself from being drugged, what to do if you think you've been drugged, and what to do if a friend's been drugged. Let's get started, lovey-dovey's. Rohypnol is the most common date rape drug, and it's frequently abused by teenagers and young adults at nightclubs and raves. It comes in round white tablets or oblong green tablets. The green tablets dissolve slowly, they may leave particles at the bottom of the beverage, and they will also turn your drink blue. GHB is a drug that was initially used by bodybuilders to stimulate muscle growth. It can be found in a clear liquid, a white powder, tablet, or capsule form. It's odorless and nearly tasteless. Ketamine is a powerful hallucinogen that was initially used as an animal tranquilizer. It's frequently found in a powder form, which is sprinkled over tobacco or marijuana, but it can also be found in a clear liquid form. All of these drugs severely incapacitate the victims from being able to resist a sexual assault. The average onset of the drug is in about 20 minutes, and it can last anywhere from 2 to 24 hours. Although these are the most common for date rape, it's important to remember that any drug is a potential date rape drug. So avoiding incapacitating drugs is a great way to prevent date rape. Don't drink anything that you didn't see poured, that you didn't open yourself, or that somebody else gave to you, unless it's a waiter, no matter how good looking they are. Also, always watch your drink. If you leave it unattended at any time, dump it out and get a new one. Watch for a strange taste. GHB and roofies can have a bitter taste. If this happens, dump the drink, get a new one, and be especially alert. Also, make sure you always go out in groups of preferably 3 or more. Friends take care of friends, and you can watch for any strange behavior like slurred speech or a lack of alertness. Now, if you think that you've been drugged, ask for help immediately, preferably not from a stranger. Tell a friend, an employee of the bar or club, and get to a public place if you're not already there. It's imperative that you act quickly because you only have a few minutes. If you think that one of your friends may have been drugged, do not at all costs leave them alone, not even for a second. Seek help immediately. The best place to go is the hospital to file a toxicology report. You can file a report at the police station. Call 911 if you need immediate medical assistance. After being drugged, raped, or involved in the traumatic situation, your local rape crisis center can provide you with support and resources that you may need. And please, please, please do not hesitate to call your local crisis counselors. We are here to help you. Crisis counselors are committed to providing survivors with non-judgmental love, support, resources, and anything that you need to help you get back on your feet after this trauma. Okay, everybody, so that is my date rape overview. In the underbar, I've added some more detailed information, and I've also added a link which will help you find your local rape crisis center should you ever need it. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Except your mom. Oh.
Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, can you feel it? Rave is king. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, can you feel it? Rave is king. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, can you feel it?
From London to Paris, from Berlin to Rome, you're searching for something, a place to call home. Been hiding your feelings, went out of control. Your destination's unknown. Tell me, how can it be, boy? You're still a runaway. You chase a dream from heaven above. Where in this world will you find a place to stay? Run away from love. How can it be, boy? You're still a runaway. You chase a dream from heaven above. Baby, where in this world will you find a place to stay? Run away from
just a word. Terrorist is just a word, one I wish I'd never heard. When it's used to vilify, without the need to question why, only fools would swift condemn that which has not befallen them. Until you know what lies behind the actions of a tortured mind. Thank your God for sparing you the suffering others have lived through. Where are the cries of just demand for Arabs driven from their land? Blame the victim, turn the cheek, praise the bully, kick the weak, mock the man who truth does speak. Tinker, tailors, soldiers, spy, greed, corruption, torture, lies, Blair invasion, sly persuasion, annihilation, massacred nation. Keep on running. Karma's coming. Money talks, truth walks, oil spills, greed kills, tide is turning, London's burning. Bombs will fall and blood will flow. As sure as my own name, I know. Until corrupt dictators go, brutal, rotten to the core, their day has come. They rule no more. Show me the man who will not fight to save his child, his home, his right. You can call him what you like. You're not in his sorry plight. Cowards stay and martyrs go. I know not where, but this I know. Speak your truth and stand your ground. Fight your corner when all around point the finger, purse the lips, pin the label, terrorist. Just a word, but one that sticks, even when the cap don't fit. But for the grace of God go I, remember that before you cry. False accusation, names of shame at those who may not be to blame. Their crime, refuse to play the game of meek acceptance, dumbing down. Your life, your choice. Warrior, clown.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?